there is a lot of concern in the country for the environment and the animals of the world. Amanda, do you have a favorite wild animal?
You know, I don't have a favorite, but I do like wolves.
Oh, me too, definitely. But many are in trouble in this country. Now, joining us in studio is Triad News reporter William Peacock, who has visited one group of wolves who are in serious trouble. William?
Hey guys, how are we?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing well, thank you. So there may only be 30 or 40 of these wolves left in the wilds, and they're all here in North Carolina. And one group is trying to negotiate the politics to help save the pack.
We seem to always hear about species around the world who are facing possible extinction, yet we never seem to hear about the closest and perhaps most unique case, the American red wolf. Once completely extinct in the wild, a smaller, lesser-known cousin of the gray wolf is one of the best examples of what a recovery program can do for the species. Here's Chris Thrasher, the director of the recovery program for red wolves at the North Carolina Zoo.
At one point, wolves were extinct in the wild. Back in the late 70s, U.S. Fish and Wildlife decided that this animal, this red wolf, was going to go extinct, so they intervened and they pulled as many wolf-like animals out of the habitat that they thought the last wild wolves were, and that was down in Louisiana. They didn't have genetic testing back then, but what they did is morphological testing. So they did measurements of the animals. They measured their ear length, the leg length, how long the overall body was, and then they took those measurements and found that probably only about 14 of those animals that they caught were pure red wolves.
Going from 14 caught wolves to 150 wild wolves several years ago when the program was at its peak, it shows just how successful these programs can be. Unfortunately, there's a lot of politics that come in between the simple signs. And even though the North Carolina Zoo is the world's largest zoo and has the second largest holding pen for red wolves in the country, there's only so much they can do when it comes to facing the battle.
If we can educate people and we can get them knowing that these wolves are not dangerous, they're not going to attack your children, they're not going to attack your pets, they're actually a lot safer to live with than the coyotes that are in the area now. But the other thing, probably the more important thing, is to have a red wolf exhibit where we can educate people on not only the plight of red wolves, but the importance of red wolves to the ecosystem.
I reached out to the U.S. Department of Fish and Wildlife, but they said they couldn't talk to me because of the recent media ban coming out of Washington. The caretakers at the North Carolina Zoo talked to me only on the condition that I did not ask them anything about politics. Their main focus is about saving the red wolves.
I love when he bites the camera.
Yeah, they're definitely pretty cute guys.